Welcome back, my angels. It is Tigra, and you're at Sacred Sagittarius. Angels answers all. It is Sagittarius season, so I wish everyone who is a Sagittarius a very happy birthday. I do shout outs and I do daily reads. So if you're not a subscriber, it's a wonderful time for you to finally jump over the fence and hit the subscribe button. This is your weekly general reading. I've already recorded your general weekly reading. This is your general weekly love reading. And then later on in the morning, I'll be posting your daily read for those of you born today on November 25th. So happy birthday again. We're dealing with big Sagittarius energy. This is a small but big Sagittarius channel with positive energy. So again, I welcome your likes, shares, and comments. It helps the channel to grow. In front of you, you see I have my two decks of many decks that I've created, but these are the only two that I actually put for sale. My Messages in the Music of Life and Tigra's Tell It Oracle. They will be starting off most of the love readings during this birthday season. If you're interested in either deck, you can email me at sacredsagejourney@gmail.com. I only print them as per orders, so it does take within 6 to 8 weeks to get them. And they're both very hefty decks, over about close to 150 or so in cards. Heavenly Father, protect my space with your light and love. Share it and bring it through the universe to me and all Sagittariuses. Bless us during this season. Guard and protect our soul. And may we be the source of light in this world in this time of darkness. Amen. Okay, cards and space have been blessed and prayed for. Again, I love your shares, your likes, and your comments. And make sure you subscribe. What is the weekly love energy for Sagittarius? The first full week of our birthday season. Okay, we're using my Messages in Music of Life deck. And we get, where did we go wrong? If you don't know me by now, follow me in the reverse, and if ever I'm in your arms again. Well, from the past readings that we've been doing recently, there has been a lot of nostalgia, a lot of past energy of someone thinking of you, someone missing you, even with the potential that they might even attempt to reach out, bring you flowers, call and ask for forgiveness, try and clear their ear. Maybe just start off by being friends again. And through this pondering, they do ask the question, where did we go wrong? And in most cases, it's not so much where did we go wrong, right? It's where did they go wrong? What did they do to cause the rift of separation in the relationship? So that's just the energy the universe wants you to know that they are thinking about it. Maybe they've never given it any thought before, but because they have this idea that they want to reconnect with you and that they miss you, they're really doing a deep dive into the relationship, the issues that you both might have brought to it, or what they solely contributed to it. If you don't know me by now, they're probably thinking that you probably knew who they were going in just as much as they knew who you were. And sometimes people lose track of that, of who you perceive a person to be, opposed to what they're actually showing you. So I feel like they have the attitude for some reason, Sagittarius, that, again, you kind of knew what you were getting into. And in some cases, yeah, we do. Those of you who like the naughty girls, or those of you girls who like the bad guys, you kind of know the territory that you're kind of stepping into, right? You're not getting a bookworm. So they do feel that they want to take the blame for the things that they did in the relationship that caused the failure of it. And for those of you in existing relationships, that's causing the current issues. But they also feel like you need to own up to the fact that you knew they weren't perfect. You knew who and what they were about, and their position on love and how they moved. Follow me in the reverse. There's someone that you no longer follow. You have unfollowed them. Past lover could be someone that you're dealing with now, but you have a separation going on. You're not speaking. So you're not following this person or some persons that you used to be entangled with in the past. And I get it. There's no need for you to have them following you or vice versa. They don't need to know what's going on in your life currently. They do wonder about if they're ever in your arms again. if there's going to be a possibility to be in your embrace. For those who are really seriously thinking about coming back into your space, they want to know, you know, they miss that feeling and they just wonder, am I ever going to be in that person's arms again? Am I ever going to be able to talk to them, to console them, to embrace them? In between the sheets, definitely thinking about all the past interaction that you had together, how good you felt together as a vibe, and again, just a sincere regret of probably not catching what they were doing wrong in the relationship early, not heeding or listening to your pleas for change or correction. So they're feeling it right now. Let's see what else we get from my Tigra's Tell-It Oracle. Don't settle, Sagittarius. You will always be in search of more and live with regrets. Even if you want to take something back or someone back, or if you're dating or you're kind of on the fence about being with someone, but you know they're really not your type and it's really not a good fit, you're kind of just doing it just to have arm candy or just to be, not alone for the holidays, Don't settle, Sagittarius, because you will always be searching for more, because this person is never going to be your person, right? They're always going to be lacking in some area, and you're always going to be looking beyond them for someone else. And more importantly, you're going to live with regrets. So if something's not a match, if it's not sparking your fire, it doesn't bring out that light in you and that passion, be friends and let it, just ease out of the situation easily and slowly. Regretfully, I'm sorry, but I don't think, we mesh. I don't think you're my type. I think we have different interests, however you have to say it. But please don't stay in relationships that are toxic or don't work for you and there's no attraction. The outcome to the situation is not what you expected. Yeah, I feel like some of you are dating or maybe talking to people that, again, you don't align spiritually, emotionally, intelligently. You might not be on the same level, and you're just with this person and you're kind of just tolerating them. How miserable is that, right? So when you're in a situation where there's really no love or affection or attraction, the outcome is not going to be, the lilies and the fields and the rainbows and the unicorns. It's just not. So if you feel that there's dead energy, there's no spark to the relationship, unless you're going to wait it out and create that spark and hope a spark arises, this relationship is not the relationship that you're expecting. Cancel that job or relationship. It has a pink slip written all over it. The universe is telling you, if you're with someone and it's not working out for whatever reason, walk away, part ways, don't stay in it. You will be miserable. The one you love loves someone else, but they will stay with you for stability. Well, that could be a problem. That could be a deep reason why you and someone are not meshing together well, because they're in love with someone else. They have feelings for a past lover or someone possibly new. They could have met someone else while they were talking to you. And all the energy that they intended to give to you, they now see and give to someone else. And they're just staying with you more or less like plan B in case that relationship doesn't grow to be what they want it to be. So don't let someone stay with you as their second choice. If you're not their first choice, then you don't need to be in that situation. Oh, 2 cards wanted to come out. Your safety comes first and make it make sense. If you're in a situation where you don't feel safe in your relationship, you're afraid of the dark energy or the toxic energy of your partner, why are you staying in those type of relationships? Make it make sense. And if your relationship doesn't make sense and your safety is somehow questioned, your friends and family are concerned, you need to be concerned as well. What else the universe has to say? Never really over. There are some people, even though you think the relationship is over, the love or the soul ties or the residual feelings that you still have are still there. So there are past energies, and you can even have still energies within you that you're not recognizing or you refuse to look at. that you don't have closure, or they don't have closure when it comes to you and them. You should have been done. I feel like in these situations where you're dating or talking to someone where, again, your safety is at question, we're just going to leave it at that. And the relationship should have been over. You should have been walked out this relationship. Your family and friends are urging you to. And you kind of know it, but you feel stuck or obligated. Living in the memories, you could be thinking about the good times you had with this person, and you're holding on to the memories of those good times to get you through what they put you through. That is not enough to sustain your safety. That is not enough to provide you the love and the protection you deserve. Stop living on what was with this person and look at your situation now. And if your situation is not healthy, that is what you have to work with. Rehearsing the past, a lot of energy into the past. You're thinking about the past. You're thinking about the past of the person that you're with. How did they go from point A now to point B? Is there something that you did that has sparked on this new energy within them? And then finally, in their head, overthinking, stressed out. Those of you who have partners where you feel you're not safe with them, there's a lot going on with them. They could have mental challenges or just deep-rooted childhood issues or family issues or their own personal hang-ups, stress from work, stress if they have a baby mama and other family obligations. And you seem, unfortunately, to get the brunt of that stress. I've been hurt too many times in the past, and I'm scared you'll do the same. Well, for those of you who are in relationships where it's kind of shaky, or you feel like a deja vu moment, like you've been down this road before, you want to get out of that situation because you feel like, I've been hurt before, I know what it feels like, and this kind of feels like that energy. I'm tired of the arguments, everything is bothering me and triggering me, yeah. If you've been in a toxic relationship before and you find yourself in one now, you already know the signs. What are you waiting for? For it to escalate more? I see you in my dreams. This situation could be so crazy that you're even dreaming of your partner. And I think that's the inner fear of you wanting to get out of the relationship but not taking the steps to get out of the relationship. It was at the bottom. I'm starting to understand this twin flame journey with you. You're realizing more and more what this situation is looking like. But what about all the promises that were made to me? Is that why you're staying, Sagittarius? Because you feel like this person made you all these promises? I know we're optimistic, but we can't be a fool. There's one thing about being optimistic and trusting that someone's going to keep their word, and there's another thing about being in denial. And if you're in a toxic situation, if your safety is being questioned, forget what promises they made to you. Look what damage they're doing to your heart and your soul and whatever else at this point. Deal with the reality. Let's see what we get with the Lunar. Okay, this is upside down, not a true reversal. So we can spin the deck around. We get the coffin, the bouquet, the sun, and the woman. Definitely energies around you in this reading when it comes to love. I think you need to face the ending of this relationship or needing to put a relationship to an end. This person is not giving you your flowers. Or if you stay in this relationship, it can end very badly. And we want you to receive your flowers in a positive way, Sagittarius, not a negative way. You're a beautiful soul. You're dedicated to your relationships. You're dedicated to your partners. With the sun energy, you deserve a very happy, fruitful life. But right now, your head is in the clouds. You're not focusing. You're in denial. You're thinking about the happier times, the garden energy. the fish in the reversal. I just don't think you're really opening. You got the mice around you, so there's a lot of trickery and betrayal. No new love can come in while you're in this situation. The mountain. This situation has gone as far. This relationship has gone as far as it's going to get. There's nothing further to contribute in the book. You need to start reading your scriptures. You need to start writing journals. You need to start tapping into the energies of past readings to get you through this situation and to open your eyes to recognize this relationship is not the one for you. There's a lot of chatter. People are gossiping about your relationship. People are trying to communicate to you with the ship energy. They're trying to tell you that you should leave this relationship, even move away from a distance if need be for your own safety. If you have children or a child with this person, or you have children outside of the relationship, but this person is, has access to them, they want you to move away and move your children away from this energy. What's the final card in the middle? The Tower. Yeah. Things are falling apart. Like I said, this relationship can't be salvaged. You've been in it much longer than you should have been, Sagittarius. And when it comes to questioning, the safety for your children or a child, whether they're the parent or not, you need to get real and you need to open up your eyes to the severity and, the necessity of action to be taken right away. See what the tarot says. People are giving you subtle hints. They're trying to give you advice to help you be stabilized in your thoughts. You want to make a move, but you feel like you don't. I feel like you want to make a physical move, but you don't have the funds or the means to move away right now. And you need to work on your money. Yeah, Chariot. You want to move. You're working on it, but at a very slow pace. But you're thinking about it. You see the infinity symbol there? You have indefinite talents and skills. You just haven't been tapping into it. And I hope this reading helps you to open up your eyes to your situation for you to make whatever moves you need to make. No one needs to be in a toxic situation. Let's see what it is the universe needs you to surrender. They want you to surrender to the beauty of the natural world. So get out there, in the ocean, go to the park, go for walks, clear your head in space, surrender to the success that you had before this relationship and the success that you can possibly have after this relationship. Surrender your full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Yes, I agree. You're playing it small. You're playing their game. And now you have to regain your power and do what is right for you, Sagittarius. Choose a new direction, a new path. Doesn't mean you have to go or be with someone else, but you need to get out of Dodge, out of this relationship. Meditation, like I said, going out there, getting your head cleared, regaining your power, your strength, making your moves. What are you going to do? How are you going to do it? When you're going to do it? And remain positive throughout the situation. Even if this person's acting real toxic, you stay positive. Final card, communicate clearly. When leaving or having discussions with this person, make sure you communicate clearly so that there is no misunderstanding in what you are saying to them. And document everything. Even record if you need to. Final energies. Success, celebrate. Well, you're not going to have success immediately right now because you're not doing the things that you need to do. You do need to rest and relax. I think some time away, visiting some family or friends. Again, getting your head clear is going to help you to focus. Fixing the problem, yeah. Rest and relax. You're not going to have success until you rest, relax, and fix this problem. And the problem is this relationship. Bottom card, wow. How do you fix a problem? You start a new beginning. Doesn't mean with someone else. you move out of this relationship, get your head together, do the renewal, do the healing, start your life over, and if love comes your way, it'll come. But this situation, this is a problem that needs to be fixed. And until you do, it's going to prohibit you from moving forward. Again, this love relationship or this general love reading, which it is general, means it's not going to pertain to everyone. Don't forget, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. Take from it what you will. It might not be your story, but guess what? It definitely will be someone's story, and may that person receive this message. Love you guys. Happy birthday.